Hey guys, in the theme of making more videos that, are just, I guess more candid videos, I was going to make a video on, I got this super sweet poncho here, and so I was going to make a video. It came with a stuff sack, so I was going to, and this is going to be that video, make a video on how to remove a polyurethane lining to that, because that one is completely cooked. But I found now I lost it again. I knew exactly where the little Gorilla Pod thing was, so I found that like immediately. Knew exactly where it was. I was like, hey, I need it. Here it is. I can't find the Gorilla Pod. The big part that actually is the part that you need, can't find it. I was like, this is gonna get lost, so I need to remember where it is. I put it somewhere and I remembered it. The Gorilla Pod part, lost to the ether, man. I'm gonna have to flip the whole house upside down to figure it out. Well, there it is. I found it, and it was literally right in front of my TV. It was like directly in front of my face the entire time, so that's very cool. Thank you, me, for thinking about me in the future and knowing that I would need to find that at some point, even though I still couldn't. Brilliant. Man, I forgot how trash these Gorilla Pods are, so maybe that was a futile effort anyway. There's no way this is gonna stay up. There's absolutely no shot. There's no shot, man. This thing is cooked. Okay, well. Backup plan is I've got one of these guys. They're not quite as QD, but they still work, so I will go with this guy. Man, that focus is really cool, isn't it? I hope that's focused. I didn't even check. So, the point of the video, man, I have to get low. This is great content, man. Obviously, I've gotten a lot of this polyurethane coating off of this. This is just a military surplus stuff sack that it was extra crispy. It was totally, the waterproofing was totally done on this thing, but this stuff is really hard to get off. I just have this like last bit here. The best method I've found is to run it like, maybe, I don't know if this is the right camera angle. This might be a weird camera angle for it, but all you do is grab it like this and then just sort of give it one of these guys, and that will turn it this white color, and then you can tell that it's just not attached to the fabric anymore. That makes it significantly easier, and so you just sort of run it down the length of whatever you're removing. If you have a bigger section, this you can go, obviously you don't have to go a one inch section at a time, but this is me starting a video after I'm already 99% done with it and I just have the finishing details to do. Should have started recording 3 days ago when I was figuring all this stuff out. But yeah, you just run that through until you get to the end. And what I'm doing is I'm mainly going up and down with the stitches. I don't want to, like, I'm not necessarily rubbing it against itself. I'm mostly just going just up and down to try and peel it off. You can go sort of like in a semicircle, like an oval kind of a shape, and that it just gets it off. Phrasing. It just helps you remove it really quickly, or like loosen it really quickly. I'm going to do the rest of this stripe off camera, and then I will be back to show you how to get the rest of it off. Wow, this is not the best camera for this. So once you have that done, I just use my fingernail. I guess you could use like a credit card or like some sort of spudger if you have something like that, and just try and get an edge, and then once you have an edge, it'll just strip right off. And you can get that off in like a nice long strip, toss that straight in the garbage. And then yeah, you just do that for the next many hours if you are doing like an entire stuff sack like I'm doing here. I've been at this for all day. I took a break to do a 12-mile bike ride with my dad. But yeah, basically I got up this morning. I didn't want to do anything today, so what I did was I just started on this. And so I'm not saying that this is a fast process. This is just the best way I've found to do it. I've searched the internet. I've found very limited results. So this is just how I'm doing it. I'm sure there's probably a better way. Tell me in the comments. Let's boost some engagement over here. Tell me in the comments if you know a better way to remove this junk. Because I don't know exactly how old this thing is. You can see the you can see the ASD number there. You can tell me it looks like this was 2007. Yeah, this thing if PU degrades that quickly, polyurethane degrades that quickly, man, this stuff, it kind of sucks. I'm definitely not going. So I already have some new waterproofing in the mail. It'll be coming here pretty soon. It's coming tomorrow, so I'm probably just gonna wait until tomorrow to edit this video so I can show reapplying the waterproofing as well. I went with some nikwax, so that is going to be what I'm going to be putting on this. I don't know, maybe there's a better waterproofing as well, who knows. I definitely don't. This is one of the ones ChatGPT recommended, so I'm going with it. But you can see I've only been going at this like a few minutes and I've gotten a lot off. If I wasn't fighting this seam, I would be able to get this off in bigger chunks too. But the seam is sort of killing my progress here. But again, I've been at this, I've been sort of honing my technique all day, and so I wanted to try and share that with somebody else who might be interested in getting some Milsurp stuff sacks. The real hard part is getting it off of your fingers, really. Just clings to your fingers. I'm probably gonna get mega cancer from this, so I don't know, post in the comments how long you think I'm gonna live after I do this. Now I'm just doing some cleanup, so I'm just getting around all the seams and just picking off all this extra waterproofing just right in on these seams here. Pretty soon here I'm going to be all done and I'll be able to go to the next part, which is going to be re-waterproofing it. At this rate, yeah, I think I am just going to make that part of this video, so I'll just wait for that to come in tomorrow, and I will call this one video. Yeah, I'm just sort of like in the seams here. Anytime now, camera, take your time. In these like seams here, it's really like stuck in there deep, and so you have to really get in there and peel that off. I don't know, I'm assuming that that's gonna matter, right? It's a seam, it's gotta matter, right? That's like the main seam of this entire stuff sack, so that must matter, right? So I'm just getting that out of there, and then we'll re-waterproof it. Of course, the nikwax had to be delivered like right as it's starting to get dark, so we'll see how well this footage turns out. But it says wet the product, so man, it's getting dark out here. Anyway, so I wet it, and then I guess I'm just supposed to spray it on, so we'll see. ChatGPT said to spray the inside, so I'm spraying the inside first. I might come back and do another coat on the outside. We'll see. I should also mention that this says to test it on a small section to see if it fades the color at all, but I'm not doing that. And it says to remove excess. I'm not doing that. It's like, wipe away the excess. So, oh, leave it on, you said? Extra waterproofing, you said? Sounds like a plan to me. They're like, that is not at all what we said, but... Make sure I got it all the way up to the rim there. Okay. Couple extra squirts never hurt anyone. Probably. It's getting dark very fast, so I just have it hung up in my garage here, and I'm going to let it sit for a few hours and let it, I don't know, dry out. It looks like a lot is dripping off, so I don't know, that it also fell off once, so I missed the hook. But we will see how this goes. I might reapply a second coat. If I do, I'll let you know. And I don't know. We'll see it. We'll see if it works. I don't know how well that's coming across on film, but it looks like the waterproofing is like clinging to the seams, which I think is a good thing, right? That should be a good thing. But yeah, hopefully this gets a good waterproofing on this, because this is supposed to be on the outside of my pack. Hey Dashi, don't mind me, I'm just going to record next to you, okay? You're a good boy. What I'm learning here is I need a tripod. So, I have the waterproofing all dried on here. I let it dry overnight, so it's been about, I don't know, 8-10 hours since I put this out. I flipped it right side out so that it is how it will be when I'm actually going to be using it. And now I'm going to lightly spritz it with my hose here and just see how it goes. So far, that seems pretty good. I'm getting a little water through. Oh yeah, lots of water through. Never mind, it's not good. It's gonna need another layer. It seemed good at first, but I'm gonna have to wet it to put more on anyway, so I'm gonna waterproof the outside this time rather than the inside. Thank you ChatGPT for the recommendation, but I'm going to completely ignore you. I'm just gonna get it nice and wet.
The water started to like bead up, so I thought it was going to be alright, but no, it just went straight through the fabric as soon as I gave it a second. So we'll try this again. I won't record me spritzing it again with the waterproofing. I'm just going to give it a nice thick layer of waterproofing and see what happens the second time. Cool.
Yeah, so this has been sitting in my render queue for a while, my edit queue, and I am finally getting around to it now. That didn't work. I put another coat on there, I put another like thick spritzing on the outside. Did nothing, absolutely nothing. It's I think it's just the material is not very waterproof, so if I want it to be actually waterproof, I probably need to get a polyurethane coating that actually fills the pores of the fabric. At that point I'm probably just going to buy another stuff sack that is waterproof and will work better for my purposes. So yeah, this is a good trial, but it did not work, so we will see next time.